Hello, everyone. Welcome to Evolve Yourself TV. I am Agni James, and look at this, Christine the Bean 42 subscribing right as I started stream. Thank you so much, Christine. Much appreciated. I really am grateful for your friendship and for all that you've done for the stream and for my own personal well-being. And I really appreciate you. I just want you to know that. Yeah, glad you're here. I'm glad you're here too. Well, we got a lot going on here. Hold on a second. We got Nanera here. Nanera here. Let me give a big shout out to Nanera. I already did it, I guess. It was on an automatic shout out. Nanera is an amazing streamer here in the fitness and health community on Twitch. She's a totally awesome human being, super kind, compassionate, with a little bit of flair and snarkiness, which is super important too. And she's here, she's dedicated, she's here to improve herself, which is something that I admire and respect so much. So definitely go check her out and drop her a follow. And then I cannot forget my channel, Shaman. Those of you who don't know, JT Farms is into the energy work. And she's trained to be a shaman or shawoman, however we call it these days. And I love JT Farms. Let's see. And Evelyn Yoga. Wow, we get the whole crew. This is wild. Usually I don't have the whole crew right off the bat. Evelyn Yoga is here. Merry Christmas to you too, Evelyn. Evelyn is an excellent yoga streamer here on Twitch. She's in the fitness and health community. Super kind, compassionate person. She also does tarot. She's big into the tarot streams as well. And whenever I go to her streams, she always makes me smile. She's just a nice human being. She knows her yoga. Definitely go there, drop her a follow, check her out. Whew, wow, that was a lot. That was a lot right off. I need some water. Hold on a second. Yeah, I need some water right off the bat. That was a lot for me. I just got in right now. We got a lot of excitement in the chat. Like, usually it takes a little while to build up. Usually like maybe one person will be in and then like another person will trickle in. I usually don't have everyone popping in like right off the bat. So I gotta get myself mentally prepared for this intensity. JT Farms, let's see, what do you got going on? He said, perfect timing. We're just about to do meditation to my VOD. Well, awesome. I'm so happy. You know, I'm so happy that you like my VODs and that you were going to get something out of one of my VODs and just do a little meditation. That's awesome. Super happy. I got your the gem that you sent me, the crystal, right here with me. Right. I always keep this close to my heart. I appreciate it. The fire quartz, you know, Agni likes his fire. That's just part of nature, right? It's part of human nature. How could I not like it, right? So yeah, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good time. How is everyone doing today? You know, I want to engage with chat. Like, how are people doing? Are people enjoying their lives? Or if you celebrate Christmas, has this been a good Christmas season for you, or a good holiday season for you? I mean, how are people doing? Because this is, you know, I mean, everyone's always like, oh, it's Christmas. It's the best time of the year. But sometimes people don't have good times on Christmas, right? Sometimes, you know, things happen and it just, you know, you don't have a good day, right? It's just one of those things. I don't know, but whatever. Where are we at here? JT Farms, you say, I got bombarded. Yes, I did. I totally got bombarded. I'm still recovering. It was like a bunch of uppercuts, you know, like all right off the bat. But it feels good, you know. Sometimes you got to get punched in the face to appreciate life. I don't know. I don't know if that's actually a thing, but we got One Sluggy here too. Hey, One Sluggy, how is it going, brother? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good holiday season. Peace, kindness, and love your way. I hope all is well with you, man. I mean, we're just here. We're gonna do some guided meditation today. Maybe talk a little bit about the holiday season. Yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. Hope everyone's doing well. I got to actually go out and see a friend of mine that I hadn't seen in a while. He actually just got back from Washington State, which is intense. He moved out to Washington State to live there for a while. He wanted to, I think, get away from all the madness of Chicago. And then he's back in town to visit his family. So I got to go and see him, and a bunch of friends and I went over there and got to meet up with him. It was really cool. It's like always good when you see a friend you haven't seen in a long time. You know, it just feels good. It's like warming to the soul, and that's kind of what we experienced today. JT, you say you always try to avoid the holidays, but the fam never lets you. Has good Christmas. What about you? Yeah, I mean, family will pull you in, right? It's like, even if you want to avoid a certain gathering or celebration, they're always going to be like, hey, what are you doing? Come on, you should come, right? And then they'll get you to come eventually, right? They'll keep pressuring you, right? But it's usually a good thing, you know. It's usually good that you get to go and you see your family and all that, you know. So it's like one of those things where you might not want to do it in the moment, but over the course of your life, it's probably a good thing that you're doing it. So it's, you know, it's one of those things, right? JT or once you say, yeah, just been working. Hope all's well. Yeah, all is going good, man. All is going good. Holidays are crazy. You see a lot of family. You see family you haven't seen in a long time, which is also pretty wild, right? It's like, hey, you have an aunt or uncle that you don't see every day, and then all of a sudden they just pop in and you haven't seen them in like 2 years. Like that's kind of crazy, right? You have to mentally prepare yourself. Be like, all right, this uncle's coming in the picture. Like I got to talk to this guy now. Like what am I going to say to this dude? I don't know. I mean that's kind of like what I do sometimes when I'm going to see someone I don't see in a long time, and sometimes I just let it flow, right? Sometimes I'm just like, you know what? It's like, okay, I'll just, see what happens, see what pops up. But there's also a lot of times where I'll have like a given question for a certain individual who I have not seen in like a long time. And like, I'll like have this question saved up, and then they'll be coming on over, or I'll be going to visit them for some reason. And all of a sudden it's like, hey, I can ask them this question now. And I'm like really excited about it, So I always try to remember to ask those questions. All right, what do we got here? JT, you say, peer pressure, always good to celebrate together. Yeah, I mean, sometimes a little peer pressure can bring you together. If the purpose is genuine, if the purpose is divine, right? If the purpose is like, hey, let's bring this community of people that all love and care about each other together, then it's like, yeah, fuck yeah, that's like a great example of when peer pressure can be a good thing. If the peer pressure is like, hey, let's like take this like good, kind human being and get them addicted to crack, it's like probably not good peer pressure, right? At the end of the day, you got to look at the intention. What is the aim of the group? Is the aim that they want to see the person to try to like help the person and be in their lives and share love and kindness and joy with that person? Or is the aim like, let's get this person addicted to crack, Oh, God. All right. Christine the Bean, you say, I had a good Christmas with family. Today you appreciate your solitude after the busy week. I recommend, as a meditation instructor, I recommend that no one ever experience solitude, that we always only experience our lives full of distraction and chaos and craziness, and that we never settle down, and we never actually get to experience the true oneness, peace, and love within ourselves. The only part of our beings that actually matter from the context of eternity. Like we should all be distracted in ego pursuits all the time and never actually go to the place of truth within us, because then we'd realize that those ego distractions are just garbage, and they're there to like keep us distracted from the place of perfect love and peace within us, right? Obviously, as a meditation instructor, it's like, yes, I'm saying go into yourself, right? Go into that place of oneness within you, right? Go into that, feel that love, feel that joy, and then all that other shit in the world just disappears because you're like, oh yeah, I was going after all that shit that didn't really matter. Let me repeat that. People spend their whole lives like trying to buy a Tesla or go and get, something. They try to achieve this like weird like dream in the world, that's very ego based, right? People are always trying to like get, tons of money, like way more than you need, right? And tons of other shit, right? And then it's like if they actually went within and realized, hey, you know what? I have every single thing within me already right now, and I've always had it, that will make me perfectly happy and peaceful and joyful. I have the best thing ever already that has ever existed already within me. It's like, then you know what? They're going to spend a lot less money on fucking products out there in the world, because they're going to be like, oh yeah, I don't need to spend my whole life waiting for my retirement so I can, die slowly but comfortably. They can like think instead, oh, you know what? I'm going to enjoy my life maximally right now in the moment, right? And that's what it's all about. We want to feel that love. We want to feel that joy. We don't want to be, constantly, a slave to things in the external world that we're trying to get. Attachments, it's if you ever do a cost benefit analysis on attachments and on our own true selves and the love within us, it's like a fucking joke. It's like, well, it definitely does not behoove us to have any of these attachments, and it's like I'm way more happier if I don't have these fucking attachments. But it's like, oh, I guess the ego is going to convince me to have these attachments, so I'm going to be miserable. It's like, fuck that shit. We don't want that. We don't want the ego to be able to emotionally hijack our well-being. We want to be able to experience that perfect oneness, that perfect peace, and that perfect love anytime we want, because that is our divine inheritance. That is what we've been given as human beings, and that's what we have access to at any moment that we so choose. The trick is actually convincing yourself that, hey, it's worth it to let go of the ego and go within to the place of perfect peace and loveness within ourselves, right? It's tough, right? It requires some work. And that's kind of what we do in meditation. That's the whole point. All right. JT, you say my energy is fucking amazing right now. It is what it is. I mean, I like to say that my energy just is. I don't like to say things are good or bad, right or wrong, you know, black or white. I like to say everything just is. Because the second that we put a judgment or an evaluation on something as negative or positive, that's the second we buy into that belief system, right? Then all of a sudden, whenever that particular object that we've designated as negative or positive, gets, like, if it's a good object, if it gets worse, we're gonna feel bad. If it's a bad object, it gets worse, we're gonna feel bad. If it's a good object and it gets better, we're gonna feel better, right? If it's a bad object and it gets less, we're gonna feel like better, right? Fuck that shit. I say we don't allow ourselves to be affected by any of that nonsense. We don't ascribe value judgments to given X, Y's, and Z's in the world. We don't become emotionally attached to those X, Y's, and Z's. We don't invest our emotional well-being within the outcomes of these states of affairs of these X, Y's, and Z's. Instead, we actually just realize that we have every single thing within us. We go within to that place of perfect peace, love, and joy within us, and we just experience it. We let it flow, and we're like, oh yeah, all that shit that I thought I cared about didn't matter. That's right, none of that stuff actually mattered, because, you know, whether my team wins a Super Bowl is not that important. What's important is, like, whether, you know, all the people in my world that I love are, like, maximizing their happiness, that they're feeling good, and that they're feeling satisfaction and joy in their being, right? Because, I mean, whether your team wins a Super Bowl, if you could have your whole family, like, experience perfect love and kindness, you know, for, like, the rest of their existences here within this illusory dualistic framework, you'd totally be on board with that. You'd be like, yeah, let's do that. Let's experience that, right? And that's what we're doing. All right. Let's see. JT, say snoring a line of Agni tonight. Yeah, maybe so. Christine the Bean, fire. Well, thank you. JT, say, well, fuck it then. You're so neutral then hot. Yeah, I mean, okay. I'm just saying that if we allow our emotions to get too wound up in the given X, Y's, and Z's of this planet that have that we have no control over, right? You know, then whenever a state of affairs goes one way or the other, we're going to allow our emotions to be hijacked and go in that direction, right? Corresponding to whatever direction that X, Y, or Z goes, right? So we don't want that. We want our true freedom. We don't want to be slaves to our emotions. We want to be able to say, you know what? I choose to think about this thing in the following way, and therefore I can be peaceful and happy with my existence. All right, let's do some meditation. That's why we're here. No fucking around. No fucking around in the Agni James School of Meditation. JT, you say, LOL, no more feeling Agni dopamine the rest of the night. No more feeding Agni dopamine the rest of Well, you know, I mean, you know, I'm neutral. Yeah, I mean, I'm neutral in some ways, right? But in other ways, I'm very, like, you know, exuberant and lively and, like, very attached, right? I care about each and every one of you, right? I care unconditionally for each one of you. I want each one of you to maximize your potential, to feel so good and joy and so much happiness in your life. I want that for you, and I want to give that to you. And you know, sure, I can't make you have it, but I can at least, like, give you some tools that have been shown by, you know, people since the time of the Buddha to, like, you know, enable someone to have more peace and joy and happiness in their lives, right? That's like all I can do. I can give you the toolkit, and then what you do with that toolkit is your own business. All right. Yeah, I know, JT, absolutely. You know, it doesn't even need to be said, JT. Of course, you know, you're so important to me. I care about you. I mean, I even keep your fire quartz with me, like, when I meditate. Like, I mean, what more can be said? What more can be said about that? All right, so I always come off really intense, and I have a lot to say, and I'm really, you know, loud and joyful and happy, and then we slow things down. And we go within to the place of perfect oneness. And we calm down our energy. And we find a comfortable seated position. It can be on the floor in lotus pose. It can be cross-legged. Or you can sit in a chair. The main thing is to find a seated position that is comfortable for you. And then gently close your eyes and take a few deep breaths on your own. I have a Buddhist chant that I play that has a chime that goes off every 2 seconds. And you can use it to help regulate your breath count. Take a few more slow, deep breaths on your own. While maintaining good posture. Inhale through your nose, gently raising your belly. Exhale through your mouth, gently lowering your belly. Breathe in through your nose, gently raising your abdomen. Breathe out through your mouth, gently lowering your abdomen. Keep your awareness on your breath. Inhale, gently raising your belly. Exhale, gently lowering your belly. Breathe in, gently raising your abdomen. Breathe out, gently lowering your abdomen. Keep your attention on your breath count. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. The breath calms the body, and the body calms the mind. Be mindful of your breath count. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep your focus on your breath. Visualize yourself sitting on a mountaintop. Watching as the clouds float through the sky beneath you. Two clouds merge into one. And one cloud separates into two. These clouds are like your thoughts. Thoughts come into being, exist for a while in conscious awareness, and then disappear from your mind. That is the nature of human thought. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your breath calms your body, and your body calms your mind. Be mindful of your breath count. When thoughts arise in your mind, visualize them as clouds moving through the sky and disappearing over the horizon. Returning your awareness to your breath count. Your essence is love. The manifestation of love is light. Your purpose is to shine your light on others. Awakening the inner light within them. And they will shine their light on all whom they encounter. Until all of humanity is glowing radiantly once again. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all that is of no benefit to you. Keep your awareness on your breath count. When thoughts arise in your mind, visualize them as clouds moving through the sky and disappearing over the horizon. Returning your awareness to your breath count. On your next breath, travel down beneath the level of conscious awareness. Go to the region of your heart chakra. Feel the love that emanates from that location. Experience the perfect warmth that surrounds your love. Feel the lack of division and separation that exists in your oneness. Feel the connection with all of creation. Feel the perfect peace that resides at your center. Feel the divinity flowing from the source of all creation. Inhale. Exhale. You are divine. Breathe in. Breathe out. You are perfect exactly as you are. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which would obscure your third eyesight. Stay focused on your breath. On your next breath, travel down to the source of all creation within. Experience the perfect truth that exists at your center point. Observe the love that flows eternally through your center. Feel the perfect peace that is a manifestation of that love. Observe your center point. And when you're ready, travel through it. I'll see you on the other side. At your center point, you come to remember who you truly are. At your center, you remember how you came to be. For at your center, your true nature unfolds. At your center, you realize your divine purpose. Inhale, gently raising your belly. Exhale, gently lowering your belly, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which would obscure your third eye sight. Keep your focus on your breath. On your next breath, travel down to the source of all creation. Feel the perfect love that resides there. You are one with that love. For at your foundational core, that love is your identity. And since that love exists within the core of all others, you are eternally one with them as well. Being connected, there can be no separation. For what is one cannot be two. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all stress and tension from your body. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all stress and tension from your mind. Inhale. Exhale, releasing any residual ego from your being. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all fear and worry from your mind. Gently open your eyes and return to the present moment, bringing with you the peace from this meditation throughout the remainder of your day. Namaste. Thank you all so much for being here with me and sharing the sacred space. I am truly honored and humbled to be here as your meditation guide. A little dehydrated too. I hope you all feel better. I hope you all got some joy and peace and love from that meditation. I always do. I always feel much more centered after these meditations than I do prior. So thank you all so much for being here. I truly love every one of you unconditionally, and I appreciate you all. One Sluggy. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you for being here, man. You're here. You're participating. I mean, what more could I ask for? Someone who cares about trying to improve himself. That's at the end of the day. That's all that matters. Just caring about trying to improve yourself, and that's awesome that you do the work. Christine the Bean, thank you so much, and JT Farms, thank you so much. We have a great group of people here, and I hope you all got something out of this meditation. All right, this was going to be a short stream. This is only about 50 minutes, so I think that's good. I think that's a good amount of time for a meditation stream every now and then, especially since I'm already tired. All right, so let's see who we're going to raid. It's always an interesting dilemma. Who do we got out here? Oh, all right, that's fair. That's fair. Easy choice. Easy options. My buddy is streaming right now. We're gonna give him a raid. I'm pretty sure he'll be happy to have us here. Let's raid Imbalanced Physique. Super kind, genuine, authentic human being. Send him some love. Namaste to all of you. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Peace and love to every one of you. You are worth it. You are absolutely worth it.